So now the truth comes out in regards to Ashanti, Charlie Baltimore, and Vita. It's basically what I've always thought it was. Let's get into the Murder Inc. story. What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for another review of the Murder Inc. story, the Murder Inc. documentary. This is the third episode of it, and y'all, let's get into the tea. It's getting to where it needs to be. Okay, this is the part that I was really looking forward to. Like, this is giving me everything that I need. Like, y'all, if y'all don't know, y'all know now. I love this damn documentary. It's giving me every fucking thing. I'm loving it. I'm adoring it. It is everything to me. But before we even get into this documentary and everything about it, first of all, shouts out to my sir, my big sir, okay? Bondi Blue, she made it to the Jasmine brand, okay? Her and Dr. Heavenly did a video together, which I did not know nothing about. I did not know they was going to do a video together. But however, I was at Taco Bell after work and I looked at my phone in the drive-thru. I'm like, wait, bitch, not Bundy Blue on the Jasmine brand. I love it when I see people that's in my circle that I really consider like friends are really doing the thug thizzle. So shout out to Bundy Blue. Y'all know that girl is just everything to me. Y'all know she's one of my favorites, one of my favorite people, and we actually are friends with one another. So shout out to Bundy Blue and Dr. Heavenly, okay? So yes. And on top of that, Bunny Blue has had a great week. Not only was she on the Jasmine brand, but Candy started following her this week. So shout out to Bunny Blue. So let's go ahead and we're gonna get into this right here. And that is the Murder Inc. story. Let's get into it, y'all. So we're gonna start this thing off with Ja Rule. Now we pick up where we left off last week. And Ja Rule is big at this particular point. Ja Rule is everywhere. Ja Rule is big. He put out the Rule 336 album. It had Between Me and You. It had Put It On Me. And it also had I Cry on there, okay? Like, the best music ever. And at this point, Ja Rule has gone pop. You know what I mean? He's gone pop. It's not, hip hop is becoming very popular. It's to the point to where the pop stars want these dudes on their records. Like Jay-Z's already big, DMX already big. Then you got the baby brother that is Ja Rule that's getting big as well, getting his shot, getting what he deserves and everything under the sun. So shout out to Ja Rule for that, period, okay? And I remember that time. Rule 336 came out when I was in the sixth grade, okay? And sixth grade, everybody's favorite song was Put It On Me. And one thing about it, and I hate that Lil Mo wasn't mentioned, but I really feel like Little Mo should have been on Murder Inc. Like, she was everywhere during that time. She had Superwoman, and that's another thing. I was just so surprised when her first album came out and Ja wasn't on it. That was really surprising to me because her and Ja had a lot of chemistry. Like, Put It On Me was everything, and so was I Cry. Like, I Cry and Put It On Me are probably one of his most biggest records and probably one of his most memorable songs. You know what I'm saying? So he goes pop, and then at this particular point, he's killing it with Rule 336. So it's like Irv feeling like this. Okay, we already got 3 big records off this album. Now it's time for us to go to work on another album. Now, can Ja Rule top Rule 336? Can he top it? Can he top it? That's what we're here for. Like, that's what we're trying to figure out. Can he top Rule 336? This is the album. This is the album that he's beat the sophomore slump. Now, can he top this album? And that's always be the thing. When you come out, the first album, they don't expect too much from it. But then when it gets some success, okay, now we're going into the sophomore album. And it's always the sophomore jinx. And the sophomore jinx is pretty much when you have a big debut, but your second album doesn't do too well. And now you at a standstill. You don't know what's going to happen with you now. So it's like he beat the sophomore jinx. Now he's a junior in this shit now. So let's see if he can come out with something even bigger than Rule 336. So now we got Charlie Baltimore in the building, okay? Obviously, Charlie Baltimore was already in this industry for a while now, but didn't nobody really know her like that. She was on a previous label, and she said they wanted her to do pop records. And the pop records just wasn't her. She didn't want to do any pop records. She was like this hood girl from Philadelphia. Like she was this, she was that. And I've always liked Charlie Baltimore. I enjoyed the stuff that she brought to Murder Inc. And with Charlie Baltimore being another female rapper when they've already had Vita, people thought that Charlie and Vita would bump heads, but come to find out, they never bumped heads at all. They were actually cool with one another, and they still cool. They getting along with one another at this particular point, and it's like, okay, this is the solidarity, this is sisterhood. We the two female rappers of Murder Inc. We gonna do records together. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. So then, as Ja Rule is working on the Pain is Love album. Baby, one of my favorite albums. Don't make me go over there and get my CD booklet because I got that album. I got the real album, not the burnt copy, the real album, okay? The real one. Okay. He does a song called Down Ass Chick. And Charlie Baltimore lays the track down and everybody enjoys it. Everybody loves it. And honestly, Charlie Baltimore's verse is probably my favorite part of the song, honestly. Now, I saw the blood of love is no belly. Your pops from selling, throwing mouse to no telling. There be no telling. Snitches, get it back. A gas in the west of my boy. Part of the game is that, huh? Niggas and they feelings aside. Handle your dealings, keep my name intact. My name's intact. So cops want to know what it's hitting for. Now girls want to know whatever she said, cause I'm your chick. Haters run up on you, huh? Shimps your lungs, who you off and don't know what they know about me. Extreme measures, I'ma ride with you, my baby. 380 by my side, man, I can tell I'm a steroids any thug, my love. They gotta take us in blood, would make you say, yeah. That's my song. I used to love that song. But she laid it down, though. She laid it down. So we were ready for Charlie Baltimore at this point, okay? I never once forgot about Vita, but I felt like once Charlie came in, there were people that was like, okay, so where's Vita? Where's Vita? And people were like, Vita had, you know what? Before I ain't gonna get into that, I'm gonna wait. But yeah, Charlie Baltimore came in and we was ready. We were ready. Like straight up, we were ready. So now, what's love? Now, at this point, Ja Rule is writing records for everybody, not just themselves, but he's writing hooks for people. He's a strong hook writer. As a songwriter, I ain't no strong hook writer. I can write you a verse all day, but them hooks be the hardest thing to write. But he is a hook writer. So Fat Joe wanted a record from Irv. And they was watching the Tina Turner movie, What's Love Got to Do with the Angela Bassett movie, and they came out with this, What's Love got to do with it, baby, what's love? They came out with that, and then, they put Ashanti on the record, and boom, there it is. And then, Ashanti was always there. She just had the Big Pun record already. So it was like, okay, we're going to put her on this What's Love song. We're going to put her on there. And now she's doing the Always on Time record. And at this point, Irv didn't even like the Always on Time beat. He wasn't feeling it, but Ja Rule was, and he put Ashanti on the record. So at this point, Ashanti's just out here now. She not even signed at this point. Like she did the Big Pun record. She just in the studio with these dudes. Like at this point, she did the Big Pun record. She's on What's Love. She's on Always on Time. She referenced I'm Real. She wrote Ain't It Funny. So it's kind of like, okay, at this point, we need to get her a deal. So we signed her. They signed her to $1 million deal. And then at this point, Always on Time goes number one. What's Love goes number one. Foolish goes number one. Like she had 3 top 10 records on the Hot 100 at the same time. Always on Time, What's Love, and Foolish. All of those was in the top 10 of the Hot 100 at the same time. No other female was doing it but Ashanti at that time. That goes to show you how big Ashanti was. And this was my 7th grade year. So back then, you couldn't tell me nothing about Ashanti. You couldn't tell me shit about Ashanti. If you said anything negative about Ashanti, I was ready to fight you. You could not say nothing about Ashanti around me. That was my girl right there, okay? So now, Pain is Love comes out, and Pain is Love had, Living It Up featuring Case. That was the first record, then Always on Time, and then, Down Ass Cheek, And it debuts at number 1, so they're happy. Like, we got another number 1 record. We selling all these records, it knocked the Blueprint out of the number one spot. So now he's out selling Jay-Z at this particular moment. So Ja Rule is really that nigga at this point. He really is. So now it's Irving Lorenzo versus Irv Gotti. At this point, Irv is getting high, getting drunk, taking a bunch of ecstasy pills, fucking other bitches, making records, and doing all of that other stuff. So now it's like when I'm at home with the wife and the kids, I'm Irving Lorenzo. But in this business, I'm Irv Gotti. And I felt like I could have my family with Deb, but I'm gonna fuck. I'm gonna have my family with Deb, and I'm gonna fuck. He thought that that was an okay thing. Like, he thought that that was the type of lifestyle that he would be able to live if Deb allowed it. So at this particular point, Irv is at a damn hotel in Baltimore. Deb was a private eye on his ass. She finds out that he's at a hotel in Baltimore. So, she rides out. He in the midst of sleeping with some woman. The girl hides up under the bed and shit. And then Irv goes to the door. Deb knocks Irv the hell out. Then she goes to jail. Even though Irv don't want to press no charges on her because at the end of the day, that's his wife. He was cheating on her. She caught him cheating. But at the same point in time, it's like, it's the law for them to take her in so they bail her out or whatever. So at this particular point, Deb goes to jail, they bail her out. So now it's like he told Deb, I'm not going to stop cheating on you. Like, straight up told her, I'm not going to stop cheating on you. Like, it's just that simple. I'm not going to stop cheating on you. So either you get with it or you get lost because I'm not going to stop cheating on you. I'm like, what type of asshole does that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of asshole does that? Like, I would just sit up here listening to Irv and all the shit that he has done, and I'm just like, are you serious? Like, that's what you do? Are you serious? Like, are you that disrespectful? And I've always thought that Irv was an asshole, but not to that degree. Like, you gonna sit up there and tell your wife that you not gonna stop cheating on her and you gonna do whatever the fuck you want to do. That is very bold of him to do some shit like that. You just gonna sit up there and tell this woman you not gonna stop cheating on her? Really? That's what we doing? Child, I ain't never seen nothing like that before in my life. Never seen nothing like it. Never, never in my life. Never seen nothing like it. Honey, never. So at this point, Deb takes his shit, throws it all outside, and he's staying at the studio. Ashanti is always at the studio. She's writing, she's recording. He says she's always coming in with those sweats, those tight sweats that show her big fat ass. And I'm like, and then, he was like, sure, I'll take you home, whatever. So basically, in so many words, he was preying on Ashanti. So, in so many words, she wasn't thinking about him. He was preying on Ashanti. So, he takes her home and then he walks her to the door. Then he kisses her and grabs her by the ass. And it's one of those situations like, what took you so long? And I was like, really? Really? I, I, Irving. Irvin. I really don't have no words. I really don't have any words. I just don't have any words. He thinks that's cute, I guess. For him to be preying on another. And, okay, if he likes it, I love it. But it makes me wonder because Ashanti been denying having a relationship with her for years now. And watching this documentary that's making me question whether or not she's been telling the truth about that. But I'm going to tell you why as I continue on. So we get into Foolish. The big record that stayed number one on the Hot 100 for 10 weeks. Foolish. The beat was originally for Craig David, and I was thrown when he said Craig David. You talking about Craig David that song, Why Were You Creeping Round Late Last Night? In my bedroom light. Now you're dressed in black. When I left, you were dressed in white. Can you feel me in? Mm, mm. Na, na, Can you feel me in? Can you feel me in? I'm like, really? Y'all was gonna get him foolish? Girl, okay. I couldn't see him do that. Basically, Irv said he wanted Ashanti to write a song about how a nigga was a piece of shit, but you keep taking him back. And basically, that song was the premise of his separation with Deb. So he wanted Ashanti to write a record that mirrors the life that Deb was leading with Irv. That is really dirty and low down. You want to know why that's dirty and low down? How you gonna be preying on this girl? You grabbing her ass, you kissing her in the mouth. Obviously, you got an interest in her. You and your wife separated, and you want Ashanti to write a record that's your wife's story with you. I'm at a loss for words, honey. I'm at a loss for words. So at this particular point, Ashanti becomes huge. And now Vita, Cadillac Ty, and Black Child are all on hold at this point. And that is true. That is definitely true. Because I remember it plain as day. Vita was on Rap City. And I remember this because this was 2001. Vita was on Rap City and she was talking about she had a new album coming out. And she was saying that, the singles coming out, April, May, the albums dropping July, August. So, we already got the album done. Vita already had an album set, ready to go. But once Ashanti came into the picture, it was it was halted. Like everything for everybody else was halted. Like you didn't get to hear the album from Vita. She never got to drop her single. You didn't get to hear the album from Cadillac Ty. And I don't even think that Black Child really got to release an album. He was only on the compilations and he had like features on Ashanti's albums. But it was just like everybody else was pretty much held back due to Ashanti. And at this point, while everybody's on hold, Irv is like him and Ashanti are now falling in love with one another. Like they're always in the studio, they're always with each other. That's like his best friend. She was in love with him, he was in love with her, even though she denies all of those allegations at this particular point in time and all of this stuff. So, Happy comes out. He tells a story about how Happy was thought of after they were doing their thing, after they were fucking. He got in the shower and he was like, do 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 do. And I think y'all don't know, but there is a sample from the Gap Band's "Outstanding" in that record too. It's just not heavily sampled, but when you hear the remix to "Happy," it's heavily sampled. However, and Charlie Baltimore was a part of that remix. Then the reason why he was okay with bringing Ashanti along as an R&B singer because he wanted to mold her after Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige was his favorite R&B artist, my favorite R&B artist, and Mary was already like the queen of hip hop soul, so he decided to give Ashanti the title the princess of hip hop and R&B versus being the queen because we already had a queen, so Ashanti was the princess. I never seen that Ashanti and Mary J. Blige comparisons. I know that when I was coming up during that time, a lot of folks was comparing her to Aaliyah, and they were saying that Ashanti was trying to be like Aaliyah and stuff like that. But I never seen Mary, never seen Mary at all. Then there's the Baby record. You know, it was basically a sample of Scarface's Mary Jane, Mary, 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 Mary. You know that. Then, he even had Ashanti sing the song with the same flow as Scarface. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. So at this point, Ashanti's album comes out, debuts at number one, sells 503,000 copies the first week. So it ships gold the first week. It goes gold the first week, sells gold the first week, but ships double platinum. So it's like she's breaking record, Guinness World Records for biggest first week sales for any female artist. She beat out Shania Twain. So at this particular point, Ashanti now is the main priority for Irv and Murder Inc. So Charlie and Vita, they start saying how Ashanti's success hurt their careers. You know, once Ashanti became way bigger than life at this point, it was nothing left for them to do now. Like they were just hanging on by a thread when Ashanti came out. And it was kind of like, we're done now. Like they don't need us anymore. Like Ashanti's here. She's selling all these records. He's not doing anything with me. He's not doing anything with Vita. It's coming in between us. And Charlie was like, I didn't really care about them having a relationship. That wasn't my concern. But at this particular moment, it's like I only cared when it started to affect my career. And that's what it did. It started to affect my career. And I can't say that I blame Charlie for feeling that way. I mean, it did kind of affect her career. I mean, she never got to put out an album with them, and neither did Vita. So it did kind of affect their careers, like because once Ashanti came, we totally forgot that there was other artists on there, and just like Vita said, really nobody really made it but Ja and Ashanti, and that was the truth. Ja came out, broke records, sold records, did his thing. Ashanti came out and did the same thing. But you would think that with you having this fire with Jai and Ashanti, you would try to put that same fire under your own artists, your other artists, like the Vitas and the Charlies and the Cadillacs and the Black Childs. You already had Cadillac on the damn Ain't It Funny remix, so why not just put out a song with him now at that particular moment? Or Vita was on Put It On Me. Vita was on Put It On Me. She was on the Down For You record. Why not put out an album with her? Charlie was on the Down Ass Chick song. So they're on hit records, but they're not able to make no hits of their own because Irv is only focused on John and Ashanti at this particular moment. Vita felt like Ashanti wanted to be the only one. There was never any camaraderie between Vita and Ashanti. And she was like, there's no disrespect to Ashanti. There's no dislike thing, but I've been quiet for too long. And I feel like at this particular point, she wanted to be the only one. She didn't want to share the spotlight with me and Charlie. Me and Charlie was like this, but because she was an R&B artist, she had the bigger budget. Her mother kept her away from Vita and Charlie at this particular point. Honestly, people, and I bet people are going to say that Vita is hating, but I don't feel like Vita is hating. And this is coming from a person that loved him some Ashanti. I don't feel like Vita is hating. I don't even think that Vita said anything wrong here. When Ashanti came along, Vita was the first lady of Murder Inc. She definitely was the first lady of Murder Inc. When Ashanti came along, it's just like Vita never fucking existed. And that's just on period. It's like Vita never existed. So when Ashanti came out, Vita never got to drop her album. Just like the exec said, Vita had a whole album ready to go, finished, had a single ready to go. But Ashanti came out and it was like, okay, we got to put y'all to the side right now. We got to focus on her. You know what I mean? That's a slight. I understand where she coming from with that. Period. I understand now. It's not Ashanti's fault now that Irv decided to push the rest of y'all over to the side, but that's the truth. So then we talk about signing Nas. I do remember back in 8th grade when the whole record, The Pledge, came out, and it was on the Irv Gotti Remixes album. It had Nas on it, and it had like the So Many Tears sample from Tupac. And I think in that particular song, Ja Rule dissed DMX or whatever. Irv was very, very good friends with Jay-Z at this time. Very good friends with Jay-Z. So you signing Nas is like a slap to Jay-Z face. Hell, you produced the record that Jay-Z did to diss Nas. And now Irv felt like that was one of his biggest regrets by trying to sign Nas. And at this point, Irv was pretty much dead to Jay-Z at this particular time, which in turn, Jay-Z did a whole commercial with 50 Cent. So now 50 Cent has come out. He put out Wankster. He's talking about Ja Rule, dissing Ja Rule. And it's like 50 Cent was supposed to be signing Sony. Tommy Mottola was finna sign him. But Irv blocked it. But Somehow, some way, 50 Cent winded up in the hands of Dr. Dre and Eminem. He can't make no calls to block that. So now he's dissing everybody. He's dissing Ashanti. He's dissing every fucking body on Murder Inc. Straight up. Then he come out with Clapback. One of my favorite Ja Rule songs, actually. I love Clapback. It was a hot song, hot beat, hot everything. And people were talking about how corny it was when it first came out, but now it's like a classic Ja Rule record. But people felt like Ja Rule was like on top of everything, so why did he feel the need to come back at 50 Cent? You know what I mean? But 50 was like jabbing him, like straight up, in the whole industry flat out turned on Ja at this particular moment. Like flat out turned on Ja. Flat out. So then that's when the feds get involved, and now it's like Murder Inc. is in trouble. The feds is watching. Ashanti leaves, and that's it for episode 3. Y'all, this documentary is so damn good. Okay, this documentary is so damn good. Okay, so damn good. Like, period. It's so good. And I highly suggest y'all watch this. I highly suggest it. Now, NES for the mess that I was supposed to do today is coming out tomorrow. Listen, y'all saw the pictures on Instagram. My city was flooded, and I drove to work through that shit. Okay, and I was like an hour late from work, and everything that I had in mind, kind of fell to the wayside. So this is the only video that y'all gonna get for today is the Murder Inc. story. However, tomorrow y'all gonna get y'all yes for the messes and shit like that tomorrow. So don't you worry, y'all gonna get what y'all need. I'm gonna try to make as many videos as I can because I'm leaving out for Houston Friday. So with that being said, y'all, this be your boy Scotty. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. Also, if you want to follow me on any form of social media, Twitter, IG, and TikTok will be down below in the description box. Scotty by Nature is signing off, and I'm out of here, and I will leave you guys with the promo from Nova Cosmetics. I'm out of here, y'all. Until the next video, I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.